Hello. And today we'll be playing Heroes Advent. We're about to start day 12 of Max now. Uh, huh? Groggily, you got up from the ground as if you just woke up from another dream you had. But instead of your room is surrounding you with the same old void once again. Here again. You rubbed your head, then temples, almost expecting things to suddenly take a bad turn. Like maybe the eerie stone corridor would reveal itself out of thin air, seeking the saddled creature to hound you for the rest of your time here. But wait as you may, nothing really happened for a long time. Instead, you just stood there, awkwardly thinking back to the things that went on from the day before. What was I with Max? What was I doing with him? I can't seem to remember somehow. I don't know why it feels like I haven't spoken to them in a while already. All of a sudden, you heard footsteps passing by where you stood. It was slow and heavy, almost like the person was dragging themselves rather aimlessly into the void. Hello? In an instant, the figure stopped in its track to stare you down. Huh? You felt taken aback and hesitant to approach further as they sought you a wary glare before bolting off into the darkness. What? Hey, wait! Despite your reservation, you took a leap of faith and was after the person. They were going in a straight path. Perhaps you could catch up in a bit if you kept up your pace, so you thought. Somehow the void around you started shifting. Before you knew it, you were back at the park. Huh? Eventually, your strange pursuit took you to the main district of the city. It must have been in the middle of the night since there weren't a single soul in the streets. The figure seemed to stop by a vacant building, seemingly reluctant to head inside. Under the dim moonlight, you could hardly make out who it was you were following all along, though as you approached it turned out to be someone quite familiar. Toby? Huh? It's not me, it's you, because of you. I missed the mark because of you. What are you talking about? Without warning, the tiger barged into the aforementioned building near the windows. Jeez. Guess he wasn't in a talking mood. Elsie followed him still. With a sigh and a bit of a head scratch, you decided to look for a way in. To you, the place seemed to resemble half an office and half a cafe at the same time. It made sense that nobody was here, but something still felt unsettling to you, as if this place was abandoned on a short notice rather than closed for the night. There were papers and empty mugs scattered about the desk. In the middle of the cubicles sat a machine that resembled a typewriter clattering away as it churned out an endless amount of papers. All which were curious sights, though you were rather too unnerved to take a closer look. Steering clear of the office side, you walked towards the back of the room, where you noticed light coming through the door as it swung ajar. Huh? Wait, isn't this? As you headed along the corridor towards the light, you notice you've ended up at the guild main lobby somehow. I guess Toby's gone. Can't see him anywhere. Gosh. It suddenly felt heavy around the chest as you hunched over to catch your breath. Why am I tired all of a sudden? You too, huh? Guess I'm not the only person getting a bit worn out. What? Max? Hey Dave, you look a bit worse for wear there. Are you alright? Me? Never mind me. What are you doing here? What's that supposed to mean, Dave? I've been here all along. You, on the other hand, told me you would be staying in your room for the day. Uh-huh. But, well, here you are now. So I take it you changed your mind. Changed my mind? And none of this happened. I was clearly chasing after Toby earlier. Wait, is this another dream? Like with Elisa? Mm-hmm. I was planning to run some errands around town for the day. Was thinking of bringing you along for the sake of training. Coming with? Wait, you're doing requests? Of course, Dave. What else is more important than fulfilling your duties and responsibilities? What the hell? Even in his dreams, he's still working? That sounds like a nightmare if it happened to me instead. Oh, yeah, sure. So what about the task? Just simple stuff, really. Got a battle request at the end, at the old mines, and fixed requests at the market. Isn't that a bit much? We have to make a roundabout trip through the city and back. Is it really? This sounds like a normal day's work to me. He can't be serious. Well, look, I get it. All this work is probably too much of a hassle for you, Dave. But like you, I've got to do is to uphold the safety of the entire city depends on my diligence, after all. So feel free to sit this one out if you really don't feel like it. I'm fine dealing with things alone either way. Fine. I don't mind tagging along. Helping people out is kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, why don't you pick where we should go first, Dave? Sure, why not? Let's see. Let's go to the market. Alright then. What are we doing there exactly? There's helping some shopkeepers moving crates around. I've heard they have new shipments coming from Hainan, Galacio, and Fabodia. They need our help to keep their business running smoothly. Is he still worried about the shipments from outside the city? Strange. That sounds like a lot, but sure. Lead the way, Max. A lot? That's just par for the course, Dave. At least we don't have to handle 7 or 10 shipments at once. Is it 7 or 10? Anyway, let's go. We followed Max to the market district. You briefly thought back to when you met Toby earlier, though you couldn't see that part of the city anywhere again. There was still barely anyone around, though, save for a lone shopkeeper Max mentioned earlier. Sir Max. Long time. We have these shipments need moving to our warehouse over there. The merchant didn't seem to notice your presence. He gestured towards a large, very out-of-place warehouse building close to you. Though your stomach sank as you realized that behind him stood mountains of bulky crates stacked on top of each other. There must be hundreds of them in there. Jesus Christ. We have to move those? Oh, we'll be fine, Dave. This batch is smaller than last time's. We should be grateful. But man, alright, let's do this then. As Max went to pass you the crates, they all felt hollow and easy to carry around at first. But as he went on, they somehow just got bigger and heavier, so much so as that you almost fell over after flexing badly. Gah! Dave, are you okay? Yeah, but this is just way too heavy. Oof. Is it strange? Alright, pass it back to me. Go sit down somewhere and rest, Dave. Let me handle the rest. Okay. He gave the crate back to Max and sat down next to the shop while Max slowly but surely moved the crates back and forth. One by one, the mountain of crates shrunk, and after what felt like an eternity, Max managed to slide the last one back into the warehouse. He looked miserable, but he still forced a smile as he returned the shopkeeper, who seemed ecstatic as ever. Beautiful, as expected from the city's #1 mercenary. How would I ever hope to repay you, good sir? Oh, there's no need, sir. Just seeing your smiles is good enough. I see. In that case, could I trouble you to help me with sorting out our ledger as well? There's just simply too many shipments coming in. Oh, And not to mention our blacksmith friend is out of town as well. If you could help us at the forge, that would be ever so helpful as well. Jesus, what the hell? Of course, sir. The things you ask are beyond my field of expertise, but I'll do my best. Oh, marvelous. We'll eagerly await your much needed assistance here the next day. You can count on me. With that, you and Max took your leave from the marketplace. Both the merchant along with all those crates seemed to vanish into thin air the moment Max turned around and headed along the road leading out of the district. You followed back to the old mines. The hike was largely uneventful and eerily silent too. Just as in the city, there were barely anybody along the way, all the way up to the old mines. Only there did you encounter the two guards you met the other day. They didn't seem to recognize or notice you, however, only Max. Wordlessly, they guided him to the cave entrance as he tagged along. You couldn't see them very clearly, but you could hear it. The sound of at least 100 slimes bouncing around in the caverns. What's the matter, Dave? Just how many slimes are there exactly? About 150. Why? More than 100? Huh? You've been complaining a lot today, Dave. That's no way to be a mercenary. Look, if handling 100 is too much for you, how about that smallest group on the side, to where Max gestured, where at least 30 slimes seemingly stare you down in unison. Sure, I can handle it. Alright then, good luck, Dave. As Max drew his weapon to squash the slimes left and right and center, you hung back a bit, still reluctant to head in. I don't know how to do any of this. Still, I should probably pick off a few just so he doesn't think I'm doing nothing. Well, here goes nothing. To clear out the initial slimes, the rest of them seemed to retreat, but got caught in Max's powerful piercing attack as he just popped. Even if you didn't do that much, this still felt quite draining even just for a dream. You were catching your breath when you felt Max's hands on your shoulders. Hey, good job back there, Dave. Usually they just jump around so fast it would take hours for me to catch all of them. But thanks to you, I got them in one go, just like that. Not bad at all. Be happy to help, Max. But, how are you feeling? Clearing out the cold cave must be really tiring. I don't know. This just feels like normal to me. But truth be told, having you here makes me feel a lot better doing this job. I'm glad to hear. Well, let's talk to the guards to get our compensation. Sir Max, thank you so much for helping us. You're a true hero. That's right, you're no doubt the best mercenary out there, the one and only. Just happy to help, folks. And I'm no hero, just your humble servant. Well, in that case, we need you here tomorrow to clear out monsters from the entire hilltop as well as training our new recruits. What? Yes, there's no way we could do this without you. Of course, I'll be here whenever you need. Well, we're leaving for now. Take care. Please take care, kind sir. We'll await your arrival tomorrow. With that, you and Max left the mines. The guards all faded away as soon as Max turned around and headed down the beaten path. You caught up with Max as you both walked on in silence. He seemed to take you straight to the park towards the golden crystal, to be precise. Here, Dave, take a break. He sat down next to Max at a bench as he promptly invited. Thanks. So, why exactly are we here again? Oh, I don't know. It just felt like I had to go here. I know it. I knew something was wrong. Uh-huh. The crystal Dave, look at it. You took a closer look at it. GC, as Max gestured. There were visible cracks across the surface as well as a faint crackling noise, seemingly from within. It's in such bad state. I need to fix it. You fixing it? I thought this is something Alex would do. Alex. He's busy, Dave. Did you know? He's way too occupied with research to care about any of this. Busy. What about the others? Why do you think I'm here then? Everything's my responsibility. But just think about it for a second, would you? What do you mean? Do you feel really tired after doing everything by yourself? Of course I am tired. But pray tell, what else am I to do other than just seeing things to the end? It's my duty to help our citizens, and their satisfied smiles are indicative of a job well done. Look, Max, I know you love your job, but this is just too much even for a dream. Dream? So I guess you can see it as a dream job, but that's just the reality of what I do. It's not ideal. There's always work and never enough rest, but I suppose that's just how it is. You've been acting really strange today, Dave. If you got something to say, just say it to my face. I don't know, Max. All this hard work you're doing, it just doesn't feel right. But why not? As a guild mercenary, I'm supposed to put the good of others before me, right? Sure, but taking care of yourself is important too, don't you think? Maybe, but I don't really have time for that when work keeps piling up. And that's not okay. What if one day you hurt yourself from an accident and can't do your job normally anymore? Then someone else needs to step in and replace me. What good is damaged goods at that point? I understand what you're saying, Dave, and I dare try to rest whenever I can, but not during these trying times. I still need to figure out a way to fix the crystal and tend into all the jobs tomorrow. You know, Dave, don't take this the hard way. The things were a little more manageable back before you arrived. Now, though, Elisa did specifically task me with taking care of you. It's just not right to go back on it now, is it? Oh, right. I'm sorry, Max. Don't be. You're my responsibility after all. I made a promise to Elisa, and I'm going to see through it. I'm going to see through to it. So don't you worry. I think I have somewhere else I should be right now. Don't know what for sure, but I should get going. Take care, Dave. See you later. Okay, see you, Max. As soon as the canine left, everything around you, including the guardian crystal, seemed to just fall apart before phasing out of existence entirely. Before you knew it, you were back at the same old familiar void. You were there for quite a while, still mulling things over. Does he really see me that way? I hope he starts taking care of himself more. It's unhealthy to always think of work like that. Now, how did I wake up again? This is a thought occurred to you. A gust of wind swept you off your feet. As you were about to land face first into the ground, you forced your eyes open as you sat up in bed. Even though you knew it was just a dream, it still took you a moment to realize you were back in the dorm room. Looking to the side, you could see Max already up as he was doing some morning stretches. Oh, good morning, Dave. Morning, Max. You up already? Yeah, for about 10-15 minutes or so. How's your sleep? It was alright. You? You know what? I was pretty sure I had a dream about something, but I can't really remember. I just know that I felt pretty relieved about something. Yeah, in what way? Well, I'm not sure, but it felt like I should reconsider a few things that I believe in. Hopefully for the better. I see. And honestly, I feel pretty relaxed. Must have been a really good night's sleep after all. That's great, Max. Sounds like you really needed it. Yep, maybe I should sleep with you more from now on. Huh? What's the matter? Oh, nothing. Nope, nothing at all. Never mind me. If we could excuse yourself to the bathroom for the time being. You're a weird one, Dave. Well, either way, let's get ready for the day. We can't show up late, Dave. Yeah, I got it. After going through your morning routine, you and Max headed down to the tavern to grab some breakfast. You could already see Cody instructing his assistants for the day's takeover before joining you after the meal as you all headed out into the field. Morning, guys. You all are quite on time. Please, it's an important day today. However, could I miss it? You just want to see Lady Spring, don't you, Al? Says you. I never missed anything of the sort, did I? Sure. Actually, that reminds me, Max. Hmm? So, I saw you and Dave coming from the dorm together. Yeah, and? Had a sleepover, didn't you? Well, yeah, I did sleep over at Dave's room to make sure he's safe. Isn't that right? And how was it? Honestly, it was nice. Maybe a better furnished bedroom or sleeping quarter can help you feel more well rested. Well, that's good to know. Uh, what is this about, why? What does it look like? I'm trying to break the ice in his head. Riley said as he tapped against his own forehead. Or, I don't know, at least thought it was something. I'm afraid no amount of heat could melt that away, why? Yeah, I'll have to agree there. Huh, thinking the same thing, eh? Well, alright. You said it, Al, not me. Still won't stop me from poking and prodding here and there, though. Phrasing. So, anybody going to explain to me what this is all about again, or? Nope, it's nothing important, Max. Yeah, let's just get on with what we came here for. Well, sure then. Alright, let's start with our warm-up routine, shall we? Warm-up routine. Yep, aside from Dave, does any of you remember it? Yes, I decided to skip the part where they did their exercises and decided to jump ahead to where they begin to where they begins to fight one of the others, in a training fight. So, hmm, wait a second. Right. Ooh, nice. Let's have some fun. We're at it. Very good. This might be a sparring match, but I would like you to hold nothing back against each other. We can, only then can we truly evaluate Dave's capabilities. Also, each group should sit together for the rest of the day, especially Dave's group. May I ask why, ma'am? I would like Dave to experiment with his resonance ability on a smaller group rather than the usual full group. I see. Well then, are we all in accord? Yes, ma'am. Alright, you may get into position and commence the match. Well, here we go. Well done, everyone. This concludes today's training session. An excellent display of skills, Dave. In combat, you shone brightly like of a garden crystal. You speak too highly of me, ma'am. Nonsense, you've grown quite a bit in such a short period of time. To say I'm proud of you would be no overstatement. Keep up the good work, and together with your companions you will vanquish any obstacles in your path. Now that my duty as supervisor for today's session is over, you're free to spend the rest of the day as you see fit. Just remember to rest well and properly prepare for tomorrow's trip. Tomorrow's trip? Psh, Dave. We're going to Akai, remember? None of us can really discuss this out loud, understood? Oh, right. I suppose that saves me the trouble of divulging your plan thinking, Mance. Other than your team, or I and Alec know about it after all. That's why I regrettably cannot be there to see you off. So allow me to give you all my blessings instead. Bunke and enter Vistrum Super Libernat Nostra Patronus Viam Vestrum. Alia Prosperita. Stay safe, everyone, and please take care of each other, especially in these unprecedented times. Understood, ma'am. Good, I'll be taking my leave then. Casa Floria Avenio. It says at least the other assigned petal materialized from the ground, envelop her before advancing in a matter of seconds. But wow, this is just teleportation magic, huh? Fancy stuff. Huh? Can any of you transport? Can you guys transport? No, if I could, I'd take care of a lot of traveling for me. Yep, ain't that the truth? So, is it just a sage thing, then? Not quite. Teleportation is not exclusive to sages, but it is quite rare otherwise. Not everyone can harness that ability in a safe or stable manner. It is fascinating how Lady Elisa does it, though. Yeah, now that you mention it, she's kind of cast that spell. Right, I bet more in line with incantations uttered in classical Palarian. Huh? That was classical speech? I met and spoke with people from the old capital before, and they sound nothing like that. Well, this is just an educated guess, so take it with a grain of salt, if you will. But that's maybe because her intonation is what classical speech from back then actually sounded like, whereas people from Magna Polaria used to restore classical pronunciation that might explain the stark differences. I didn't know that. You really know a lot about these things, huh, Alex? Just knowledge I picked up from the side. So what now? Well, you all heard Lady Spring loud and clear. We're to carefully prepare for tomorrow's trip. We need to stay as the same group, see Destiny as well. Right, there's that. I think I'll get back to the Sky Garden. Gotta attend to it before we set out. Actually, can you help me with getting fresh vegetables for tomorrow? Sure, I can handle that. Can also throw in some medicinal herbs for you too, if you want. That would be great. The herbs from your garden are pretty high in quality, actually. Oh yeah, I don't give them decent attention on the side. Guess they turned out well since I got no complaints last time you asked for some. Last time? Yep, remember the medicines I gave you the other day? Oh. I think I'll check the marketplace for our meat supply. Sounds good. What about you, Alex? I'll be headed back to the lab to do more equipment check. You? Guess I'll also go to the market district. You might need camping tools and survival kits. Probably should visit a blacksmith while I'm there. Looks like everybody's got places to be. Shall we head out then? Yep, the sun's already getting high up. We've no time to waste, guys. Good hunting. As everyone promptly went on their ways, we tagged along with Matt and Ray to their Alpha Medicine place. Let's head to the market district first, then. I need to buy supplies for the trip. So let's go. Here we are. This place is always so nice to visit. Oh yeah, why's that, Ray? There's just loads of things to browse, good for killing time when you're bored. But let's not overspend, yeah? Let's grab what we need for the trip. Yeah, don't worry. I do keep that in mind. Besides, it's nothing too complicated, just some fire starter, testing some durable boxes. Durable boxes? Yep, so I can turn into ice boxes by freezing them. Nice, just don't let me melt it by accident again. So if you really want to mess with us, can't really stop you even if I tried. Wait, how do you melt an icebox by accident? Don't worry about details, Dave. During one of our camping trips back then, Ryan managed to melt an icebox is issue to our team somehow. I still wonder how he did that to this day. Well, you really are just gonna spill the beans, huh? Well, I was just really pissed at our coordinator. So there wasn't just us, but also like a few other teams on that surveillance party. Someone had to be in charge of the whole bunch. But that guy, he was just barking orders left and right and center. Didn't really give a damn about how everyone on each team is doing. Oh, you're too slow. Go faster. You're too far ahead. Pull back and wait for orders. It's just protocol, right? I didn't take it too personally. So, but anyway, I probably got so pissed that I must have channeled most of the elemental energy onto my fist. So you can imagine how the rest happened. Yeah, that's in the past now. It's fine, right? Yeah, just don't let me near things like tents or sleeping bags just in case. Actually, speaking of which, you still kept the old tents, Max. Sorry, but I had to throw them out. They were just falling apart when I got them out of the storage. Oh, that sucks. Makes sense, though. That's what happens when you don't do maintenance regularly, though. How do you do maintenance on a tent? By using it regularly, of course. Oh, okay. That's not really how it was, but he's not entirely wrong. That's not really how it was, but he's not entirely wrong. Well, I should start buying from this merchant. So just remember, only buy what you need. Then that's it. Yeah, I know why. Mason went ahead to ask around at different vendors for the camping supplies. Ray seemed to have his eyes on something else instead. Oh, saw something interesting, Ray? Yep. Come check it out, Dave. The dragon pointed at what looked like a compact radar disc fit into a rather modest backpack, though judging by the way he was lifting it with both hands, it must be quite heavy. What's that, some kind of signal transmitter or something? Kinda, I guess. It's something Al calls a maze dissonance sensor, so just a device that helps detect nether energy. Whoa, they sell these things in the marketplaces like this? Well, yeah, mercs get sent on expeditions all the time, so merchants need to have some of these handy devices in stock. Hey, what did I miss, guys? Oh, not much. Wyatt just found this cool looking device. Oh, a dissonance sensor, right? Yep, it's their new and improved model, too. Feels like manufacturers are slowly catching up to Al's quality. But can't you already sense those things? Why? You told me to only buy what we need, so why this? What? Come on, Max. What do you take me for? I know. It's still like 20 gold. It's a lot, but this is different. I know. It's still like 20 gold, which is a lot, but this is different. And besides, it's a nice to have. Could come into clutch when you least expect it. Well, fair enough. I can't argue against being well prepared. Yep. So let me just pay for it real quick. Alright then. Almost done anyway. You guys head on to the smithy and I'll catch up. Ray moved on to the blacksmith. Just mere moments afterwards, Max caught up with you as you all headed inside. Saw an elderly avian and his orca assistant working at the forge and furnaces. Good day, sir. Kaelin, we got customers. Oh, okay. You need any help over there? No, just tend to them, folks. Here, I got this. Yes, sir. The orca left his station and walked towards your group. Good day. What do you need? Maintenance or buying new gear? Maintenance, please. Max took his crossblade bow off of his shoulders along with other side equipment and passed it over the counter. Anything you want to pass along too, right? No, my daggers are fine as is. Even if you use fire on them a lot? Well, yeah, but here's the thing, Dave. There's also made to be attuned to my elements so they don't wear off so much when I use my element on them. That way, they only need maintenance once every other month, which is pretty nifty. I see. So what about you, Dave? Me? I don't know about any of this, to be honest. It's simple, lad. You got any ornament or body armor that needs maintaining, will take care of that for you. Ornament? You mean like my sword here? You were about to unsheath the sword Elisa gave you, but then you felt both Matt's away tapping against your back. Ooh, sword, you say? No, it's fine. You just got this recently. No need for repairs just yet, right? That's true. But just so you know, some smiths tend to forge weapons and sell them as if without proper first-hand policy. If the sword is new, it can still be maintained, if that's what the lad wishes, of course. Well, he got this sword from the guild, so don't worry about it. Ah, that explains it then. Alright. So, how's my gear? Give me a moment, sir. As the orca examined Master's equipment, he breathed a sigh of relief as the smith finally got off your case about the sword. One of the two stopped you because they didn't want others to know about how special the sword is, or if it would risk them destroying it. Alright, I see no noticeable deformities, just some wear and tears for a long time use. Maintenance will be 5 silver, please. Sure, here you go. Let's put 5 silver coins onto the counter, which the orca swiped into a pouch and tucked away. Thanks, sir. I'll be back. The orca promptly took his equipment away towards a workbench and went back to work right away. Meanwhile, the Avon blacksmith seemed to be taking a break as he walked over to the counter. Sure. Bit embarrassing to say, but the heat's starting to get to me, yeah? Say you're a lot of Cody's friends, right? That's what he's calling himself these days, is it? Yes, we're his friends, sir. Do you know him personally, sir? Just call me Arvin. I suppose we go way back. He's a regular here. We supply him with good gear. He'd help with food rations, that sort of ways with him. Right. Thank you for your service to the city and the guild, Sir Alvin. Nah, no need for them fancy semancy terms, son. I'm just doing my part as every man should. I might be old, but I ain't fully out of commission just yet. As long as I still supply folks with equipment, that's another day. I'm willing to wake up and get to work. We appreciate your time and effort, sir. Arvin stepped away as Kalen returned with Master's equipment. After giving them a thorough check, Master gave the orca his approval as he promptly joined his master, the force to resume his work. He made sure to thank both of them before leaving the workshop. Well, about time we grab some lunch. Come, guys. Another place around these parts. Sure thing. Master led you across the main district, passing by the marketplace before taking a right turn into a narrower street. There's a restaurant there with a rather obscure-looking sign, though as soon as you entered, you realized the place resembled a steakhouse rather strikingly. Huh? Pretty fancy place. I guess so. Not everybody got here to eat today. Whoa, a steakhouse? Jeez, I haven't seen this place before. How did you come across it, Max? Well, I was wandering around the marketplace one day and I caught one of a really mouth-watering smell, so I traced it all the way back to here. Well, what a very Max thing to do. Well, you already know I have a keen sense of smell. Right, gotta admit, your nose is probably one of the parts I enjoy about your body. Oh, what's the other parts? Oh, you know, if you know, you know. Alright then. Good lord. Let's order up, shall we? He briefly looked at the menu as he grabbed a seat, though by the time the waiter came by, Max already knew what to order for everyone. 3 buffet steaks. The quiet bit of waiting, which felt longer than at Coley's Tavern to you, the waiter returned with your order, and Matt wasn't lying when he said the smell was mouth-watering. Oh, well, digging, guys. Okay. As you've noticed, the delightful buttery smell alone had got your full attention. It must be from the spice and herbs mixed in with the melted butter. You grab a knife and fork to take a piece, and quite unsurprisingly, it sliced through the meat cleanly as can be. Mmm. You trembled as you took a bite, the meat melting against your tongue almost instantly. It was buttery, savory, slightly tangy, overall just wonderful flavors you come to expect from a high-class buffet steak. And while the dish was clearly the same as any other pan-fried steak you had before, there was just something about this one that quite stood out to you. All in all, it was so amazing you couldn't help but sigh a big sigh afterwards. Well, how is it, guys? It's good, right? Good. This is freaking amazing, Max. It's like really, really good. Yep, understatement of the century right there. This here is so freaking good, figure licking good. The dragon says he let his fingertip clean of the steak juices that got there somehow. Hey, mind your manners, right? But I can't blame you. The steaks here are just that good. Ain't no way there is ordinary steaks. I could eat this all day. Yeah, well, that's because it's a special type of buffet steak sourced from Hainan. At least that's what they told me. Hainan, huh? No wonder that's really fancy stuff. Now, they say the people over there have a different standard method of raising cattle. Really? Yeah, at least very different from how we raise cattle here in Paleria. The buffet and bullocks are fed and tended to way more carefully in the valleys over there, which is a lot of effort. That's why the buffet meat has such high quality. But let me guess, also costs way more than meat over here, am I right? Yeah, it's a lot more expensive, that's for sure, but I'd say it's worth it. How much is it exactly, Max? Or at least about 50 gold a portion, I believe. 50? Yes, what about it? I mean, nothing wrong about it. Just, are you sure about spending this much on us just for lunch? No, well, why not? It's my treat, right? But at least it's a satisfying meal, right, guys? I mean, sure, I can't argue that. And like I said, I could eat this all day, but with that price, but with that price, would I though? But it's a good meal. Why is it so strange to you? It's like if you would spend all that money on your gardening stuff, why? So I guess again, if you think this is worth it, it ain't me to take that away from you. Like think about it, man. Paying 20 gold for a good meal once a week, I totally get that. But 50 times 3 just in a day, that's the same, right? We'd be much better off with the skewers and meat buns in the streets, right, Dave? Yeah, spending this much on lunch. This was a bit too much, Max. Max, if you guys hate it so much, just leave it. I'll send it back to the kitchen. But Max, I don't think that's what we meant. I don't get it. Like I said, it's my treat, didn't I? It's my money, too. Why do you care so much about how or what I spend it on? I deserve a break, too, you know? Max, well, just eat up. We still have lots to do for the day. And so he continued eating in the painful, awkward silence. Afterwards, Max paid for the meal as he planned and asked to speak with you alone. Why he seemed to take the hint as he went for a walk, leaving you two by yourself for the time being. I guess I owe you an apology there, Dave. Look, it's my fault for snapping at you guys. I'm still not sure what came over me there, but I just couldn't take it when they just worded it in like that. About the amount you spent. But you still acknowledge what they said, right? I do. Honestly, Dave, I don't know why it was so triggering for me there. Maybe it's because I don't really have what they have. What do you mean by that? See, Ray has his garden, Cody got his kitchen, and Alice his labs and all those weird experiments, and the Rock collects at ages too. But me, I just have my merc work to prove my worth. In the end, only good food can help me feel better about myself. So you're a stress eater? Stress eater? No, Dave, I don't eat stress. I eat to make the stress go away. That's exactly what I meant, but whatever. Of course. Am I just doing it wrong, Dave? What you said there just sounds like I wasted everything away for no good reason. I mean, I can see where their concern lies, but that's because you always came off as a very frugal guy, Max. I honestly didn't expect you to spend this much on a meal. Which is fine, Max. It's okay. Just maybe you need to moderate your spending a bit, because well, there's tons of good food you can get for a lot cheaper, right? Yeah, yeah. Like no one say you shouldn't spend money on good food. Just don't spend that much. So, and to still spend maybe 20 gold on a good meal, right? And maybe a little extra on top too if you feel like it. Like I said, just keep your spending in moderation. What you said is right, Dave. I'll try to moderate how much I spend on meals from now on. Hey, it's not just me who said that, yeah? You can see what the others said too. You're right, I'll try to. Thanks, Dave. Don't worry about it. After a meal, after a moment, excuse me, Ray returned. Why? Hey, we're all good to go? Sure. Where we headed? Let's head over to my garden, yeah? I want to I want to make sure everything survives for the next 2 days. Okay, after you. You followed Ray to the Sky Garden, which was rather empty at that hour. Okay, now that we're here, let's get to work, shall we? Sure. What needs doing? Well, spread my seed all over the soil for me, would you? Alright, sounds easy enough. Huh? You can only stand as Max candidly grabbed the seed bag from the dragon's hands and would spread it around the soil as it strutted. Oh yeah, that's right. Spread nice and thin, just like that. But why? Why? Cat guy enjoyed watching another spreading his seed around. Huh? What are you yelling for, Dave? Nothing, I guess. Alright, come on, let's get this done. See, you gotta relax, Dave. It's not like the guy noticed what I said at all. Somehow that flew all over his head. So anything I can help, so anything I can do to help? Oh, you can take the nutritional water and sprinkle it around the soil and make sure it's moist enough. Alright then? God, even what he said there sounded lewd. You began watering the plants around while Max planted the seeds. Afterwards, Ray handed both of you gardening scissors as you began pruning some of the plants. Make sure to leave 1/3 of the plants while pruning, though, and make sure they still have enough to survive. So why do we have to prune these things, actually? Oh, well, some plants need pruning to produce more leaves, or this encourages them to grow sideways instead of upwards. Some herbs or medicinal plants could lose their leaves quality and taste if they were allowed to have flowers, so pruning them kind of forces them into healing mode. That way they focus on growing more leaves and flowers, which is what we want. Oh, I didn't know that. So you're hurting the plant to make it grow even more. That's a pretty simplified way to put it, yeah. That's interesting. So it's also no pain, no gain for them. Heh, I dare say some of these plants live more than you. Well, I've seen plants that could crush boulders as they grow bigger, so yes, they really could live more than me. True. Why? Yeah, what's up? You never actually told us how you got into gardening. Oh, I mean, it was years ago when we were active as a squad. My main goal back then was to produce fresh ingredients for Cody. Oh, why you guys were together back then, huh? Yeah, I planted a lot of medicinal plants for him at the time. After we split, he didn't need my garden for his herb supply any longer. But I just couldn't abandon it, so I've been taking care of it ever since. Honestly, they're like my kids at this point. That's kind of weird, but I guess there's no harm in seeing them as that. Yeah, what happened between you and him? It's nothing, Dave. Him and I just kind of drifted apart, is all. But hey, to let this drag you down, he's still doing well running his tavern. And I got a hobby out of this. Also managed to grow something I really wanted to as well. Oh, what's this? A parfait tree. But really? You managed to grow that? Here in Crystal Coast? Yep, I ain't pulling your leg, Max. Here, I'll show you guys. Oh, okay. It's a parfait, though. You'll see. Over here. When he led you both to the back of the garden, there was a budding plant of sort. It seemed full of life. I can't believe it. An actual parfait sapling. I know. Ain't no tree yet, but we'll get there someday. Hey, that's not what I meant, right? This is already impressive. I didn't expect you to manage this. If I'm not mistaken, these things only grow near the Akai and might as well be impossible to grow elsewhere. Well, I happen to know a way to replicate a similar environment that allows the parfait seed to grow and to sprout and grow. I mean, it did take a lot of effort and error, a lot of trial and error for me to figure it out, but here we are. That's another sort of a miracle. Here we go again. Yeah. Jeez, you think so? Thanks, Max. Now, hopefully it can survive and bear fruit eventually. Man, I can't wait till that day. How long would it take for now? How long will it take for it to grow then? Anywhere from 2 to 5 years. That's a really long time. Yeah, yep, parfaits, parfaites or parfaits, parfaits. I think it's called. Right. Parfaits are still growing after all. I look forward to that day too. Say, why do you like parfait this much, Ray? Oh, the fruits, of course. They're creamy and a bit tangy, but also sweet, kind of like cheese. Wait, cheese? From a fruit? Yep, it's a plant-based alternative for anyone who can't enjoy milk. It goes on most type of food too, I think. Goes great with steaks if you ask me. So only you would say that, Max. So you're lactose intolerant, right? Lactose, what's that? Oh, this means you can't consume milk normally. I mean, I still can, but not too much in one go, especially plain milk. Even cheese too, it messes up my stomach if I ate too much cheeses. With parfait, I don't gotta worry about any of that. The only downside is they're really hard to grow, even rarer to come across. But I'm still really impressed that you managed to grow some here, right? Amazing job. Thanks, Max. That means a lot. Alright, that's it be all here. Shall we head out? Sure, you and Max then follow right back to the main lobby. Max gathered everyone outside the building. Alright, everybody got what they needed? Uh-huh, just take care of the garden. Everything should be okay for at least a couple of days ahead. I got ingredients to make curry. But I can't buy meat and keep it fresh for tomorrow. We might have to hunt for some on our way. That's fine, right? Can you help me chase the game around? Sure, it's just like old time, eh? It's like old times. I also got the tools I needed, even if it was kind of roundabout. All good, Alex. Alright, now everyone, I want you to take the rest of the day off. Tomorrow's destination is pretty important, as we all know, so if you have anything to take care of, try to get it done now. That goes for you too, Dave. Me? Yeah, if you have anyone to meet, places to be, or things to do, won't stop you. Just make sure to get ample rest. Oh, okay, I will. Okay, you guys, just minutes. Take care. Remember to make up, make sure to meet up here tomorrow morning. Later. See you guys. Until next time. And so you were on your own as everybody went on their ways. What should I do now? May I send a check for requests? It's already getting late. Start to head to the vacant training room. What kind of exercise do you do? You focus on your muscle strength for the session and exercise for a while before taking a break. You feel stronger now. You head into the public library, spent some time on a random book you grabbed. You felt like you've learned something new, although not much. You started to go to the harbor. The place seemed quite empty at the time of the day. There weren't much to be seen as you wandered about for a while. Most of the restaurants began to close up shop and some visitors preparing to sail away for the night. You're thinking of heading back to town when you notice a familiar feline sitting on their own by the piers. Toby, what he's doing here? You approach him? Yes. Toby? What do you want? What? Can't a tiger have some alone time on the piers at this hour? What? Got nothing to say for yourself? Or are you just here to gloat, to look down on me? You think I seriously need your sympathy right now? No, Toby. We've been around the bush and just say it already. Say what? What else? That I ain't worthy of being by his side. Just say it to my face already. Yes, you are. Huh? Of course you're worthy, Toby. You're worthy to be with him. Now can you please stop this pity party already? This isn't like you at all. Dave, how can you even say that? You know, we both already know that he doesn't like me anymore, not after yesterday. Come on, Toby. You know Max doesn't think of you like that. He just wanted to be left alone for now. And what does that tell you? He hates me. He wants nothing to do with me. All these years loving him, it's just gone, all gone. What the fuck have I been doing with my life? Wasting years pursuing someone who doesn't even love me? Am I just a creep, a stalker? What the hell am I even, Dave? Toby, please don't beat yourself up like that. I'm sorry, Dave. You probably are trying to but make me feel better. Is that right? Maybe I should have fallen for you instead, Dave. The fact that you're doing this for me makes you much kinder than he will ever be. I'm sorry, Cope. But of course, you're already with him. Why would you care about a piece of shit like me? But I get it. You're meant for each other. It would be best if I'm gone. Toby, please don't say that. It's fine, Dave. Just stop. You don't have to patronize me anymore. See? I'll be okay. I'll manage. Thanks for telling me that. I'm worried, Dave. Just take care of him for me, okay? But now, I need time to sort this out. Please don't do anything stupid, alright, Toby? I promise. See you later, Dave. You stared once as the tiger dragged himself away. Turning back to the piers, you cast your eyes upon the night sea, still unsure how to feel about everything that transpired. Eventually you decided it was time to leave. Looks like you're done here. Alrighty. Some of the guards eyed you suspiciously, but left you alone as soon as they noticed the guild badge on your outfit. Hey, Max, hey. Oh, Dave, what are you doing here? I was walking around, wandered here and saw you, so I guess I just wanted to check on how you're doing. Alright, I'm just suspecting the slime population. Oh, how did that go? Not good. They must be so undermanned here that they didn't clean up the mess properly. Over the last few days, the slimes must have been feeding on the debris around the cave and multiplied quickly. I think I might have to cull some of them for a bit. Want to lend a hand, Dave? Will you help him? Yes. Sure. Great, thanks, Dave. Follow me and stay focused, alright? Will do. Man's advantage aligns with Max. You feel stronger, tougher, more agile, more focused. The guards thank you again and offer you both food and drinks at the camp. Max seemed to want to stay behind to chat with them for the evening, so he decided to say goodbye to him and left the mines. It seems that you're done here. Better go back to the guild then. It's still early. What should I do first? Where do you want to go? You started to head over to Alec's office. You knocked on the door. Come in. Good evening, sir. Ah, Dave. What I owe you the pleasure. The guild master said with a big smile as he briefly exchanged handshakes. Nothing that important. I just wanted to see you before the trip tomorrow. I see. Anything I can assist you with? I don't know, nothing of that sort, sir. I just wanted to see how you're doing, that's all. How thoughtful you. But as you can see, I'm still the good old Alec. I'm glad to hear, sir. If it is the city's safety that you're worried for, then there's no need. Now that Elisa is here with us, our foe will have to think twice or thrice before striking again. That's true. Her showing up here really helped the people's morale. Indeed, though there might still be skeptics amongst us, that much is given. Yeah, actually, speaking of which, how goes the investigation so far? That's one still a work in progress, I'm afraid. The boss is currently tasked with the investigation as Maxwell will soon be absent. He might still be at the harbor right now as we speak. Yeah, I did run into him there earlier. Oh, I assume he's doing well. Kind of, I suppose. I'm sorry, Dave. What are you implying exactly? Well, he seems fine physically, but go on. I think he's dealing with some emotional matters, some personal stuff. I see this, and I'm not aware of, though I assume he must have told you something hasn't he? I guess you could put it like that, because, well, he has some relationship problems with Max. Relationship problems. Yes, I noticed that Toby wanted to be romantically involved with Max, but since I arrived here with Elisa having placed me in his care, Toby got jealous that I was given more attention by Max. I see. I believe I've reached a general understanding of what you speak of. Though perhaps you're already aware of this, Dave, given given the gravity of the situation, I expect you all not to mix relationship with work. Our duties should always take utmost precedence no matter what. Understood, sir. Well, do you know where Tobias is at this point in time? I'm not sure, sir. He's headed off on his own. He seemed very distressed. Maybe you should talk to him when he gets back. I see. I shall speak to him when we next meet. But thank you, sir. So, why do you ask about him, sir? Uh, I suppose it's quite an open secret to you at this point, Dave. But Tobias is my family, and family is the second most important thing to me, next to the well-being of the city. Though, as a father, I regret not having done more for him during our earlier years. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, about the investigations. I'm afraid we haven't uncovered any new lead after the last ones your team submitted. The Gardener Association knew nothing about the infected fertilizer, and the location sourcing it had been completely left in the dust. So they wiped all traces of their activity. Precisely, though that does mean we can focus on the sea's safety as our perpetrators turned tails and fled. Well, hopefully there will be good news when we return for the trip. Like I said, trouble yourself none, Dave. I say you'd better prioritize your training on your heroic path to the defense of the rest of us. I guarantee you there will be good news once you return. You can count on us. Yes, sir. Also, Alexander gave me this new device earlier. Alex said, pulling what looked like another identical crystal phone from the side of his desk. I believe with this we can communicate with each other if needs be. Oh yeah, that's a phone, sir. You can use that to talk to each other over the distance. Such a marvelous technology. Such a marvelous piece of technology. It is truly something common where you came from, Dave. Yes, most people back there use phones to talk to each other across the world. And to think you have a helping hand in Alexander's invention. I must thank you personally, Dave. Oh, you're too kind, sir. Alex did most of the work, not me. I see. Alright, I believe it's time I went back to work. I assume you have other places to be still. Yes, I'm sorry if I cut into too much of your time. Haha. No harm done. Well, have a good rest of the evening, Dave. You too, sir. Goodbye. With that, you left the office and returned to the lobby. Where you want to go? He decided to head to the Sky Garden after taking the usual elevator ride from the lobby. As he approached Ray's garden, you could see him pruning some leaves. Seems like he's a bit too busy to notice you. Will you oppose him? Ray. Hey, Dave. You came. You're still tending to the garden? Yep. I'm already finishing up. Just need to prune some of these. Alrighty. This should be it. Dave, can you help me harvest some of these leaves? Sure, I'd love to. Great. Take this small knife and carefully cut them one by one. Can also use it to harvest the herbs we need for the mow. Wait, is this any different from pruning the leaves? It is. Pruning is like doing maintenance on the plants, while this time we're harvesting specific parts for use. Could be young leaves, branches, or the roots. Sometimes the flowers too. Oh, I didn't know that. That sounds like a lot of parts, though. How do I know which one to cut and which one to leave? Don't worry, I'll let you know as we go. Right then. You helped them harvesting the plant parts that would be used for the mow. It took you a while through the whole thing before you realized this is really similar to foraging. It's a lot more delicate because you didn't want to ruin the plants. As you finished, you cleaned your hands, chatted to Ray a bit more about what sort of herbs these were. Most of them were plants you didn't really recognize anyway, having to cut the plants precisely while paying attention to what Ray says did make you feel more asshole though. After a while, you say goodbye to him as you return to the lobby. We already did Alex's lab last time for Alex. We did his day 12. So I think once Cody get his day 12, we'll pick this option. So we already did the options for Way, and we also went to Alaric and talked to him about Toby, I think Toby. So we're just gonna go ahead and go back to the room. We decided to turn in for the day. We took a long shower and briefly prepared for bedtime. You wondered how the trip tomorrow would turn out to be, since it was quite a serious mission after all. Though after such a long and eventful day, it didn't take long for you to drift to sleep. To be continued. So that was day 12 of Max. So, seeing with Max, it seems like the reason why he's doing so much because the others have their own jobs, Basically, I mean, Cody has his own restaurant or tavern that he runs that, and Ray tends his garden, and Alex is in his lab creating new inventions and doing a bunch of science, being a scientist in his lab. So everybody else has things to do besides their duties when it comes to the guild. So Max looks at that and all that they do, and he realizes that he doesn't have anything like that besides his duties being in the guild. So he decides to do even more work so he can feel like he's more busy, he thinks that by doing more stuff that he has more value, and that he has just as much value as the other members. By him doing more work than what he should be doing, because they got work themselves outside the guild. Like I mentioned, with Ray with his garden, and Cody with his restaurant, and Alex with his lab. So he works himself almost to death. Well, probably is death because he wants to feel like he wants to feel busy. He wants to feel busy just like the others. He doesn't want to think like he's doing nothing around there. So So both Max and the MC, both of them had dreams about Max doing way too much work, accepting too much requests, and also kind of mad at the people he dealt with because they gave him way too much work to do. I mean, even if even if Max does say that he'll do anything and that his duty to his city, I don't think he should pile so much on Max. So those people really taking advantage of Max like that, but also Max shouldn't have taken so much work because he'll get tired very easily from all that work. I mean, it's a good thing that he's that he is dedicated to his to being part of the guild and protecting the city and committing to his duties, but I think he's doing way too much. I think he's doing way more than his share of the work, and that sometimes you just gotta have to say, tell people no, or just don't, just tell people no, or just don't try to tell people that you'll do anything and that you're there to serve. I mean, well, you're there to serve, but I don't think you should have told them that he would do anything, because people will take advantage of that. So both the MC and Max had a dream about Max doing so much work, and after that dream, Dave, whose name I'm just now remembering now, Dave, he is not happy with all the work Max is doing. He's doing way too much. And Max woke up from that dream, and he told Dave that he had to change his views on things. So I think, I don't know, maybe maybe Dave gave Matt some advice when Max was having a dream, but they didn't tell Dave the part that he was telling him. Well, wait a minute. I think Max had a dream, and in that dream he talked to Dave, and then after that dream was over with and they were back in reality, Max told Dave that he had a dream, and that, well, I don't think he told a dream, but he told Dave that he experienced some things at sleep, and that it caused him to change his mind, or reevaluate things in life. So I don't think, maybe he didn't mention the part of Dave about Dave himself telling him that in a dream, but anyway. But I think, I'm not sure what he meant by him trying to reevaluate things, but I think he meant that he probably will have to, he probably might decide to not be quite as hard on himself as he used to be. Just try to do what is possible, but not what is impossible. And sometimes just tell people no, and just, I think instead of telling people that he will do anything after they thank him, I think what he should do is that, like, after the people thank him for him doing a job, I think Max should just say, "You're welcome, ma'am," and that's it. Don't say, "You're welcome, ma'am. It's my duty, and I'll do anything for the city." Because a lot of people will decide, well, he said he'd do anything, so I'll just give him more work to do. So I think from now on, whenever people thank him for doing a job, I think all Max should tell them is, "Thank you, ma'am. It's my duty." And that's it. Don't tell them that, "Oh, I'll do anything around the city, or any job," because they'll pack more on you than what we can do. So we just got done with day 12 for Max. Now you want to see the parts that I skipped. You want to see the full day 12 leading to Rock's Alex. Alex is day 12. Because just like with Max, when Cody and Ray get their day 12s, I'm going to skip those parts as well and just focus on being with those characters, just like I did with Max here. So if you want the full day 12, then you should go read Alex's day 12. So that's all for now. Thank you all very much for watching. All the information for the games in the description box below. Goodbye.